this week we are doing the public silo trail. This is actually stop number 2. Hang on, there's a truck coming past. So the first stop is actually Northam. This one is Merredin. We couldn't actually get out and have a look at the silos in Northam. That one is still a working silo. We just did a drive-by and a quick video footage of it. That one is 38 metre high silos, and they were painted over 16 days by artists in USA and the UK. Worth a visit, but obviously you can't get out and have a proper look, it's just a drive-by. So the next stop here is Merredin. We'll take you over there and show you what that one looks like. But Merredin was painted in 2017 by a West Australian artist, Kyle. So it's pretty cool.
He used, it says here, he used 200 litres of paint.
Wow. And I'm pretty sure this one, I was reading somewhere,
Merredin?
his artwork is reflecting the town of Merredin. But this is the silo track, the public silo trail, I mean. We obviously started here. We are going to aim to see all of these over the next few weeks. But today we are just doing this bit here. So obviously this is where we've just been. That one is still working, so you couldn't get out the car. It's just a drive-by. We're on the side of the road here. So you can stop at the side of the road and check out Merredin. And we'll let you know what the other ones are like when we head down to the other ones in the next few weeks. But here's a little write-up on it. It's the artist's details. Obviously that could be Kyle right there. 14 days. 14 days to paint that. So if you want to jump on their website, you can check it out. They're all through the, is it even Wheatbelt? Well, this is Wheatbelt, isn't it?
Southwest.
This area of WA.
Southwest.
But we've seen them on a lot of our drives. We just thought that we would do a public silo trail.
Something different to look at.
Yeah.
Good excuse to get out and about.
So we're in Merredin today. Obviously this is the second stop. We're just going to stop in Merredin for the night. Find somewhere to park up. Camp for the night. And see where we go to next week. But we'll take you to our campsite, see where we're camping.
There is a free camp at the back near the old railway dam. So we're going to have a look at that.
When Kyle painted this, he also used 200 litres of paint in 14 days, 168 hours, 2 broom lifts. How many rollers and brushes do you think he used?
I don't know. 20?
80 rollers and 10 brushes. That's all it took.
Well, can't he clean his rollers?
Well, I reckon they were a bit damaged. But good job, Kyle. 2 thumbs up. Can you put another thumb in there? Because alright, let's show you where we're going to camp for the night. So we didn't camp in Merredin. Where were we going to camp?
We're going to camp up the old railway dam, but it was absolutely chock-a-block. And
for a Thursday.
Yeah, so midweek, and it was absolutely full, so we thought we'd just go for a bit further out of town. Started
we're 20 or 30 k's out of Merredin,
so
on an off-track, park track. We'll stay here for the night, make some dinner, It's nice and quiet, there's no one around. But yeah, the other place was packed. There was probably, what, 10 vans, you reckon, in there?
Well, I'll be honest, I thought it would have been all right because I've stayed there a few times and it's been empty and haven't had any dramas, but it was absolutely chockers tonight. So, doesn't matter. Maybe next time.
So, that was good anyway. We've seen 2 of the... How many trails are there? 2? I think there's 6 or 7 silo arts that we're going to be seeing, like, we're hoping to see through the whole trail. But we've seen 2 today anyway in Northam and Merredin, and hopefully we get to see some more later on. We're planning on seeing some in the next couple of weeks anyway.
Yeah. I think the next one, Katanning or something like that. So
yeah,
we'll see.
Katanning and Ravensthorpe, I think, are the next 2, and then it goes all the way down to Albany, I think, is
there is a couple of little smaller towns with them as well. So
yeah,
I think yeah, Newdigate.
Oh yeah,
Newdigate had one.
Yeah.
So, but obviously they're all hours away. So yeah, stay tuned and we'll see if we can look at some more.
Good night. We're going to go make some dinner.
Have a good one.
See ya. Easy night on the road dinner. Chuck it in here, add in some bread. Voila. This is a lazy way of doing dinner. I love doing this the first night we're on the road, as I can't be bothered cooking. And the barbecues aren't set up yet, so chuck this in while this is cooking. We normally get the chairs ready, have a beverage, or they start fires outside, which they're not allowed to do tonight because there's still a fire ban. So we're going to have this in bread. And then chuck that in the oven. 20 minutes later, we have dinner. So we were just about to put dinner on, and what happened?
Well, Nat didn't check the gas bottles, so both gas bottles are empty. So now we've got to shoot back into town and get some gas bottles.
I'm pretty sure that was one of the questions I asked when we left. Do we have gas? Do we have diesel for the heater?
If you only asked me 1 or 2 questions, I could probably answer it. But when you ask me 100 questions, say yes to everything. Worry about it later.
So we were going to have dinner early tonight, but no, not now. We have to go for a drive into town, and fingers crossed there's gas, because that's what runs the fridge as well. Like we could find something else for dinner, so I don't have to turn the oven on. But we need the gas for the fridge, so we need gas.
Need gas.
Need gas.
My beers are cold.
So let's hope we can find some gas. Might attend to the rescue. Let's see if we come out with more than gas bottles, hey? Oh look, there they are down the end. Hope they're full.
We could see the fittings on these, so that one on the left and this one at the back here.
Are they full, Brad?
Yep. And these are the proper size bottles that we need.
Ta-da! Now we can get the fridge cold and finish dinner.
Now you're cooking with gas.
Now let's go find our camp spot again. Take 2. Right, let's see if we've got gas. He said he's turned it on. Oh, yes. Now we can cook dinner. So that's it. Chuck it in the oven for, I think, about 30 minutes. And we're going to be lazy and just dunk it in bread.
Run the paradise, run the paradise.